Welcome to the Weekend Warriors Fishing Podcast, presented by 13 Fishing Canada. Make your own luck. We're here to scratch that angling itch and talk everything fishing. Join us as we sit down with special guests from across the industry. Now, here's your hosts, Logan Lewis
and Jesse Cadron.
Here we go, episode 112 of the Weekend Warriors Fishing Podcast. This is the week one update of the March Madness Classic, and what a week it was. Pretty crazy stories coming down the line here. I am joined by the chosen man himself, the one chosen by the fishing gods in the first week of the March Madness Classic.
That's right.
My co-host Jesse Cadron in his truck on an undisclosed location. How's it going?
It's going good, Logan. Just out here trying to catch a burbot, trying to, upgrade that burbot point. No, it's been good, man. I've been ice fishing southern Sask for over a week now, since last Wednesday, and it's treated me very well, as you alluded to. If anyone didn't know or see, that my personal best pike ever, biggest pike I've ever held for myself, caught with you, guided by you. I don't know how I'm going to repay you, Logan, so I'll say it live. Thank you.
No problem. That was a nice write-up you had there. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I didn't even have a flag up to that point in the day, but we'll get in.
I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, it was looking pretty grim for Logan Lewis there.
Yeah, no, we'll be getting into all that. Surprising updates, kind of the week that was for ourselves fishing the tournament, and then standings update. Kind of wrap this one up here. These updates are a little bit quicker, but we like doing them before the next weekend starts of the Classic. So yeah, we'll kind of get into our sponsors, obviously, right off the hop. 13 Fishing Canada, presenting sponsor. Also, huge help on the youth side of the Derby with 13, Strikemaster, and Rapala, bringing $600 in product per leaderboard to the youth side there. So big thanks to them for being the presenting sponsor of the show. As always, you can head over to the Rapala Canada website, use the code Weekend Warriors, and save yourself 15% off all the brands on the website. Next up, we're seeing a lot of these so far in the tournament. It's the Saskatchewan Wildlife Federation. Lots of their master anglers coming through already. Mm-hmm. Jesse had a prediction that this year might not be as good. There's definitely been a lot of master anglers. Haven't seen the upper size yet in some of the walleye and burbot yet, but I mean, that's just coming. I think that's coming down the line here. We've got some good moon phases this weekend, as Jesse would like to say.
Right. That first weekend, man, the moon phase was not ideal. I think it was like a 10% fishing day for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, and so that's how Jesse judges all his days, whether he's going to go fishing or not.
Yeah. If it's not over 60%, I don't go.
Yeah, exactly. So big thanks to the Saskatchewan Wildlife Federation for being a sponsor of the show. As always, go to their website, find your local branch, and get your membership today. Next up, over my other shoulder here, we've got Angler's Edge Mapping. They also have an awesome prize in the March Madness Classic as well. If you're looking for maps on your phone, head over to the Avenza Maps app. Find the lake you're looking for. It's so handy having it on the phone, especially for ice fishing season. You don't have to worry about having a graph with you. If you do have a Lowrance, great for that too. You can buy their chip from their website. You can also get a bunch of different prints of their lakes, like the one behind me here, which are awesome pieces to hang on the wall. And so big thanks to Angler's Edge Mapping and the good folks over there for coming on as a sponsor this year. Lastly, place near and dear to mine and Jesse's heart is Lac Lamart Adventures. That shows you how good Jesse's pike was that it topped a pike from Lac Lamart, because there's some tanks there, and Jesse was very happy to get to hold one for himself.
Yeah.
But huge thanks to Lac Lamart Adventures for being a sponsor of the show this year. Head over to their website, inquire about some dates, find out what a trip up there is all about, or shoot myself or Jesse a message. And we have nothing but great things to say about the fishing up there. And it's definitely, I was calling it the trip of a lifetime when I was getting to go work up there for 1 year. And then I got to do it for 3 stints. So I was very thankful for that. But yeah, incredible fishery, incredible lake trout and pike fishing. Whatever you're interested in there, they got it. So big thanks to them. for sponsoring the show. Inquire about some dates, get up there and see Jesse in action. If you'd like that, Jesse.
That's right. Well, hey, they're seeing me in action right now. I'm fishing.
True. Yeah. So getting into that. Actually, no, we got to get into the prize growth first. But yeah, I think you went out. Yeah. You started fishing Wednesday last week. Yeah. So this is Thursday evening. We're recording this. So you've been putting in a stint, and the tournament didn't even start until Saturday morning. So you've been out there for a bit. For those wondering about Jesse's shower situation, he did get to shower at my house, I think 2 or 3 times. So, and
I got prime rib at your place too. So
yes, yeah, prime rib.
Thanks for that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a nice little fuel up in the middle of a camping session there. So, no, that was all good. But yeah, prize growth for the tournament here. It's crazy how much it grows once the tournament starts. We had great numbers going into it this year. And we are, as of the time of this recording, up to 119 or 120 participants. That's awesome. I believe. So yeah, that's great there. Obviously, the prize.
I think we were at like 97 the night before the tournament started, like Friday night. I think we were at 97. So yeah, still some people coming in, and yeah, it's awesome to see. Well, we welcome everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you got to make sure you're entered at least 6 hours before entering any winning fish. Mm-hmm. But prime example was Jesse's been fishing for over a week, but when he landed his biggest pike, we fished for 5 hours that day, 6 hours. And it was just a Sunday, right? Like it takes one fish to place in this tournament in some of the categories. So yeah, don't be afraid to join if you're going out fishing anyways. Obviously there's people putting in a lot of time. I guess we should say, I sent out a text, but you don't got to worry about me, but we can't win any prizing in this tournament.
About you yet, Logan? Come on, there's still some days left.
I got some plans here. We'll see.
That's right.
I might have someone who knows what's going on right now around the lake. So yeah, no, but that we did want to point that out. Didn't really realize that was a thing. Just like I didn't realize that tournaments don't give away like all the registration stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense. It takes money to put on some tournaments, but I didn't realize that in some of these online tournaments that organizers can win. I mean, it's not, for lots of it's not the biggest deal because you still got to catch that fish, and people could. The nice thing is all this is public, so people can see what's being approved and whatnot. But where it can get sticky is if things were close and Judge Logan decided to deny this and he's sticking to it, right? So
yeah.
we don't want.
We're just avoiding confrontation or any kind of, sticky
we didn't
situation.
Think this was going to be an issue. I didn't think, at least for me. I was like, there's no way this is an issue for me.
I was shooting for the smallest pike, remember?
True. Yeah, so you've really put your foot in your mouth here with a couple.
Yeah,
not going to be as good.
You just wait till I rack up the footlongs at Green Lake next week. It's going to be lights out on the footlongs.
Yeah, it's going to show you can do it all. But yeah, no, that's kind of the prizing updates there. The pool keeps growing. And with that, this year that's new as well is the Grand Slam pool will continue to grow as well with the entries that come in. So lots of exciting stuff there. The more people that join, participate, the more that grows. So we're looking really good this year for cash prizing. Yeah, that kind of covers that. I guess we could get into the week that was. Pretty crazy week, but lots of great fish entered. Some funny entries, everything like that. It's been really good so far. Really enjoying it. And then we'll get into a standings update. But I think some people want to hear about what's been going on here. It's been, for those who haven't seen on socials yet or seen the leaderboard. I don't know, Jesse, you want to take it away?
Are we talking about me or no?
Yeah, we are.
No, I don't like talking about me.
I guess we'll say this. Jesse landed an absolute tank. It was a 46 3/4 inch. It couldn't have been closer to 47.
It was
without
right
being
there.
47.
I was really stretching that tail to try to hit it, but no, yeah, for 46 3/4. That was an epic fish. I mean, we were just running tip-ups. We weren't doing anything crazy special, and that fish actually ate like an old freezer-burnt 6-7 inch Cisco. Like, not a big bait, not a nice, clean, fresh one. Just goes to show that it's all about the right place, right time, and And if those big fish, if they want to eat, they're going to eat whatever is in front of them at that time. If you catch them at the right moment, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, that was pretty crazy. What we did is we met up Saturday morning, right, and went out, and you were gonna camp. As everyone knows, this past weekend was pretty crappy weather-wise, so
Yeah, terrible.
didn't end up doing that. But we fished a full day. Like my day Saturday got up at 5:30 a.m. and my watch said I fell asleep at 3 a.m. So that was a pretty long day for me. It was definitely a grind out there, but got some bourbon entered that day, which was good. Just kind of get things going a little bit, and then we came back to my place, slept in for a bit on Sunday there, and then went and did tip ups for a bit before we had to be back for my grandma's 85th birthday, which is what Jesse got to enjoy the prime rib with. So that was good there. But yeah, we put in, I think we fished like 11 till 4:45, something like that. Yeah. So not a bad little stint of flags there, where I mentioned earlier in the episode, I hadn't had a flag. This is two tip ups versus two tip ups.
Yeah, it was 2v2, and I think I had six flags and 3 fish, and you hadn't had any flags.
Yeah, and then I said if you got to 5 flags before I had one, I was going to switch to fresher bait.
Right.
And I did that, and then we're sitting there, and Jesse's like, and it was like raining, snowing, windy, all like everything that day.
Terrible.
And Jesse's sitting there. He's like, I don't think we're going to get any more flags today. And it wasn't even like 2 minutes later.
No. Yeah.
That flag goes off.
Yeah,
so.
the firehouse was lit.
Yeah. And we were fishing 10-inch holes there, obviously, and Jesse hooks into. He's like, "This is a good one, I think." And I at that point, with it raining,
it was big. I knew it was big.
Yeah, and you weren't lying.
No, man. And when that belly flashed at the bottom of the hole, I was like, "Oh boy!" And then when that head came up the first time, I was like, "Holy crap!" And she was so long that like her tail was still under the ice, so she got that leverage and pulled herself down the hole. And I thought I was going to lose her. I was like panicking there. I mean, that's such a dicey situation to be in. And like this is on a hand over hand tip up, not a rod and reel. And just kind of let her finish freaking out, and then pulled her head up and grabbed a hold. And I think we just started freaking out after that. Like I looked up at you, Logan, and I said, "Logan, I think it's the new PB." It was, and then I could not believe my eyes when we laid that thing on the bump board and it stretched over 45. I was just like, what?
Yeah. Well, the fish was so fat. It was unproportionately fat, I would say, that it made it look shorter than it was. Yeah. And then getting that on the board, I mean, shows the true truth of the tail there, I guess. But like when that was coming up the 10-inch hole, it's not the clearest, and then just this brown, and then the water's like plunging up and down the hole, and it's like okay, let's fill in the hole.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
So that was pretty exciting getting that. I talked to Jesse when he was catching some good walleye earlier in the week, and I'm like, I hardly ever get to actually enjoy them when you do hook one of the big ones, because I'm just like, okay, I want to get it, quick measurement, quick photo, get it back. I just want to get it back. I want to get it back.
Yeah.
And so you kind of, the nice thing with this tournament is we have like lots of the stuff to look back on with the entry and whatnot with that to see it. So remember it a little bit more there. But yeah, that was insane. Way filled, like overflowed the bump board, the musky bumper there.
Yeah. Epic.
Just insane. Yeah.
Epic.
That was a lot of fun. And then you went and what do you got? 29.5 inch for walleye right now?
I got 29.5. Yeah. And then that was during the tournament, but prior to the tournament, heck, I got some really nice fish too.
Yeah.
And I think there was some people, I think word got out a little bit, and there were some people fishing around where I was. And I just felt it got hit a little too hard on the weekend. So on Monday and Tuesday, I went, not exploring, but chose a spot on Angler's Edge Maps, said, hey, this looks good. Drilled a couple holes, it looked fishy, and it produced a couple of really nice fish for me. I think I got 3 over 27, and it was a really finicky bite, though. The bite windows were really small, like that hour of daylight, first light, and then maybe 2 hours at sunset, but that was it. Like I never caught a walleye outside of those hours, I don't think. So yeah, hopefully by this weekend things get a little better and those big girls start chewing again.
Yeah, no, for sure. That makes me real excited to go walleye fishing this weekend, Jesse.
I think it'll be good. I think they were there, man. They're around, so I think
Yeah.
it's just timing. You got to get them when they're feeling, when the fishitude is proper.
Yes, exactly. And so I think you said something around the lines of walleye fishing's easy, I think, this week, right?
Oh, we got a burb! We got a
He's
burb!
on.
First one of the night.
Oh, we'll leave what I just said alone for now.
I tell you what, I was thinking after last week that walleye were easy, and I was sick of them. But I realized that I just caught them on a good day.
Yeah, no, those walleye will humble you the second you think you have them figured out. What do you got there? You having to enter this one?
I don't want to get slime all over my truck, but
That'll probably make your truck smell better.
yeah, it smells like seafood. They kind of smell like not oysters. What are those other shellfish called?
Clams, mussels.
Mussels. They kind of smell like mussels, is what they remind
Do you
me
want to smell it on camera?
of. I'll give them a little kiss on camera for you.
What do you think he is? Like a 20? I'm going to guess it like a 26?
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, 24. Yeah, absolutely hoofed her.
I think this is the first.
I don't want to take up too much of our podcast time here.
Well, you got to deal with the fish. The fish is important.
Yeah, true.
I think this is the first fish caught on live television before.
And apparently... Oh,
What's the secret bait?
I can't say. It was Cisco.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, slimy. Jam.
Successful release.
Successful release.
What are you doing now? You're looking around like you're not going to put your rod back down.
Yeah, I'm trying to wipe my hands. I need a rag.
Well, you can get Rapala rags that clip onto your bibs on the Rapala Canada website and save 50% off with the code Weekend Warriors.
Hey, there you go. I might have to make an order.
I have about 4 of them in rotation. They're nice and cheap. Throw them in the wash.
That's really smart, actually. That might be one of the smartest things you do.
Yep.
No, it's fine. Shit.
I will give you credit. That hole that you caught the fish on, you chose it once it was drilled. There's 5 holes to choose from.
Oh, we talking about the pipe?
Yeah, and we were using 4 of them, and you chose that hole.
This is true.
And then I bugged you saying that's actually the hole I wanted.
Huh? Because I pulled that on you the other day.
Yeah. And yeah, she was a tough one this time. Tough one. No, it was good. It was good. We were literally talking about it, and you were saying, what were you saying when we were getting there? Something about if I caught like the biggest fish you've caught here, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And I said I wouldn't be upset.
We did have that conversation. Like, what if we do go here and to this spot and smack a 47? Like, I think we actually said the number 47. Mm-hmm. And your exact words were, "I'd be okay if you caught that." And that was 10 minutes before we were drilling holes. Like, yeah.
That was pretty insane. It's the largest pike entered, I believe, in the history of the March Madness Classic. And the people at Fish Donkey, I think the largest they've ever had is a 48. Apparently, they said, but it's close to one of the biggest they've had. So that was pretty neat. But hey, there's still 2 weeks left.
That's right. I think we're going to see a lot of shuffling around yet in the top 5 leaderboards all across the board. But speaking of that, should we get into our leaderboard situations? What do you feel?
Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen here.
Do you want to start with the juniors?
Yeah, I'll go to that. Let's see here. Share. Yeah, since you're at the top there currently, we don't need to go over
No,
that.
no, we don't need to see that guy.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Okay, I
it's
just
small,
need
but
to
I can see it.
move this. Okay. Whoops. First time. Wait, start with the Grand Slam and then go individuals?
You might as well do single largest first. I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single largest walleye for the youth currently. We have Tyson Solberg sitting with a 27.5. He has a couple other ones just under that too, but this is single largest. Then Strauss Lemieux with a 20.25. Wyatt Butler with a 19. Reed brother, I'm guessing, with a 18.25. Dane Mackey 17, Jaron Flick 16.5, and Caden Hart with 13.5. Some walleye being entered there, and this is just a single. There's been these guys have
entered multiple fish.
Yeah, but these are the single largest. Getting into the single largest pike here. I think we had some good ones come in. Yeah, 43.25 from Beau Free.
That's big.
Yeah, Landon Steenbergen. I think he took home a pike prize last year too, if I'm not mistaken. So 39.25 there. Strauss Lemieux tied with him, 39.25, and Tyson Solberg as well, 39.25. So there'll be some shake up here. All it takes is an extra 1/4 inch there. Get into that 40 mark, and then Judd Mackey, 38.25. Dane Mackey, 38. Sorry, Judd was 38.75. Dane is 38.25, and then Declan McKay with 36. Mackay. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
McKay.
Then single largest burb. If it wants to load. There's only been three people enter burb so far, so there's a good species to target. Emily Tchaikovsky, the burbot queen.
Yeah,
the burbot princess.
Could have guessed that, yeah.
Yeah, sitting there with a 27. Landon Churko.
Yeah.
She's what?
I was going to say she's a regular at the top of that leaderboard.
Yeah. She knows a thing or two about that. Yeah, and her picture here is a funny one. She gives all the burb a big hug.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's good there. Confirm that. And then, now it's going to want to load again. So we had Emily sitting in first there. And once this decides to load, come on. It's really not wanting to.
What the heck?
There's two more here. Second and thirds currently we got to get to.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Here we go. Landon Churko, 24.5, and Tyson Solberg, 21.25. Heard a couple names there multiple times. Tyson is currently sitting in first for the Grand Slam for the youth. Roz here is in second. So Tyson had 88.5 inches together currently. Straws has 60 inches. Dane Mackey, 55.25. Beau Free, 43.25. Landon Steenbergen, 39.75. Judd Mackey. Yeah, and just keeps going down the list. But yeah, definitely some people, I mean, the first weekend you might only target one species. So that category can change a lot as we go further down the line here. Now getting over to the open side, the adult side, if you will. Single largest walleye, Gord Silzer. He uses his feet to help measure, and it actually works quite well.
At least you know he's comfortable in his shack and that the walleye aren't going to be freezing when they're in there.
Yeah, look at it. You can see it here. I don't know if you can see it on your phone, Jesse, but it works great.
No, that's awesome. Hey, you got to do what you got to do when you're by yourself, Gord. I respect that.
Yeah, and he's entered quite a few good walleye. Like that's his biggest.
He had a heck of a day. I think he had 3 over 29.
Yeah, so that's pretty good and pretty good to enter those too, especially if you're fishing earlier, because that is the time of a catch is what determines the I guess the tiebreakers for say some of those random draws and whatnot there. coming in next here, got Sam Risling with 30 inches, and then Colby Padley with a 30 as well. So they're tied neck and neck. And then some guy named Jesse Cadran is sitting in fourth with a 29.5. Chad Lang, 29.25. Austin Jones, 28.75. Brandon Rodmacher, 28.5. Shout out to Brandon if you're listening, getting those selfies going this year. I had to deny a really big pike of his because of the selfie thing last year, and
Right, yeah.
I felt very bad. And then Caleb Gaudette, 28.5. Rylan Parrott, like lots of, and Scoobs right there. Colby, 28s. Jeff Quasdy, 28. Darian, like lots of the common names all around there with some master angler plus sized walleye. So good to see, because that walleye bite's always it's definitely a grind.
Yeah.
And always kind of the question mark of the tournament as to what the size might be as well. So that's good to see some good size there. Obviously still room for, I don't know, a 30, 31 to sneak in there, something like that. So
yeah,
who
I
knows?
think so. I think it's still up for grabs in a sense, for sure.
Single largest pike, this Jesse guy again.
Jesse Cadron guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a profile picture. He's a ghost.
Yeah, this guy, I don't think this guy's legit. 46.75 inch. I'll pull that up right now. Just a tank of a fish. You can see that gross bait there. That looks even worse than I remember it.
Tiny one.
You're welcome. Look at how fat that was, over the board, all the way. Like, this picture almost looks like it's 47. But
yeah,
it's so close. It's just awesome. And that fish, so easy to take the hook out, and yeah, just everything went perfect with that fish.
Yeah.
But so technically, yeah, Jesse's in first there, but as you see on the board here, currently winning the prizes, Jacob Kobayashi, 43.25, is actually sitting in first right now as far as prize payouts go. Ethan Blankensop, 42.75. Jace Tremblay, 42.5. That one was a cool colored pike. I haven't seen this one yet. Holton teed off with a 41.75.
That one must have just got entered. I don't remember seeing that either there. Cool.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Colby Thalberger, 41.5. Brandon McGillis, 41. Caleb Gaudette, 41. Mike Lane, 41. Like, lots over 40 here as well, which is good to see, and lots of rate around that as well. Some good, awesome size there. And then getting into single largest burbot. This might be one of the fattest burbot I've ever seen. Brandon Yellowknee here. This 34.25. Like, look at this thing on the board.
Yeah, that thing's a tank.
Just so fat.
That thing has to weigh all of 15, 16 pounds, wouldn't you think?
You would think. Like, that's so much belly there, and like
so much belly.
It's not because of the way it's sitting either. Like, that's just a lot of belly. It looks really dark. It looks different than lots of the burb, say in the Diefenbaker area, where they're skinnier and a little more washed, right? So
yeah,
that's pretty sweet there. That one just came in somewhat recently.
Yeah, I think just last night.
Yeah, and then once this loads again here, Jesse is nowhere near. Actually, he's 8th right now, so maybe we'll get down to your name. We'll see here. Sean Conrad, 33 inches. Kevin Fisher, 32. Kevin's in 3rd there. Sean currently in 2nd. Caleb Gaudette, 31.25. Logan Kosh, 31. Adam Conrad, haven't seen this one yet. 30.75. Rylan Parrott, 30.5. Jesse Yu, 30.5. Right there with Delaney, 30.25. Darian, 30. Haven't seen that one yet. Richard, 29.5. Like, some great fish coming in here as well. So it's good to see. Lots of these are hardly separated. It's once you get into that upper limit there where you can get a little bit of separation. Sure. So
yeah, and I think we'll see some jumping around in that category too. Like, burbot usually seems like it's the last thing people go for.
Yeah.
right? Like last year, I think there was a lot of shuffling around, and I believe the first place burbot last year was a 37, and I think it was caught on the last or second last day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was near near the deadline there, and yeah, I mean, save the best for last, right?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, Grand Slam here. Jesse currently sitting in first, heavily boosted by a tank of a pike.
Yeah.
But you're looking at 46 and a three-quarter, 30 and a half, 29 and a half. Great
I'm
size.
very, very happy with how that turned out. I thought to myself at the start that if I cracked 100, I would have been pumped, but I was realistically going to settle for like 95. Yeah, no, I'm super stoked on that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be in that 90 plus range just with my limited time. But so technically, actually sitting in for the money here, Kalen Gaudette 100.75. So all great fish, like 41-inch pike, 31 and a quarter inch burbot, 28 and a half inch walleye. So even if you are looking at what it takes to win it, like yeah,
Those are
you
all
could.
master anglers.
Those are all master anglers. Yeah, technically, I guess you could add an inch and a half, 2 inches on your walleye. The burbot, a little bit of a question mark there, but also like a 31 and a quarter is great as well. So I don't like as far if I'm Caleb, I don't know what I'm gonna try and upgrade because even a 41 is great too, right? You could technically all be upgraded a little bit, but it's kind of just it comes down to a literal matter of inches with this one. Gord sitting in third, second for the money, 36-inch pike, 30 and three-quarter inch walleye, and a 28 and a half inch burb. So there's definitely room there. Caleb's currently ahead by 5 inches there, or 5.5 inches on Gord, and the Grand Slam for both the youth and the adult just pays out the first place there. So this is kind of a winner takes all on the Grand Slam side of things. So you've got Colby Padley in fourth, Brandon McGillis fifth, Ryland Parrott sixth. But this is all these numbers are going to change.
Yeah.
Ryland's sitting there in sixth, but his pike's currently 27. That's going to change, right? Lots of room. Sean Conrad in eighth, Colby Thalberger ninth. Like there's lots of time for these things to change. Some people have only entered two species for this too. So
there's lots of days left, 2 weekends to go, and I think we're gonna see a lot of jumping around and some new names as well. And it's gonna be fun and exciting down to the bitter end, I think.
Yeah, no, it's been fun to watch so far, and yeah, just keep chugging along here. I'm hoping to. I always try just to enter the 3 species, but this year I'm trying to get some size with that too, and we'll see what happens there. Jesse's not allowed to fish anymore after tomorrow.
You're putting me in a timeout.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your dad to keep you busy on the farm.
Yeah. Well, I am gonna be busy with buffalo roundup for a couple days. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but no, it's been awesome seeing all the photos come in. Like seeing the hero shots. Everyone's having a good time. It just adds a whole nother level to being out there. It makes each fish that much more exciting, even for myself. And I can't win anything. It's cool to see and participate in. So thanks to everyone that has participated. That's obviously wouldn't be able to do without everyone that does participate. So huge on your guys' end there. Thank you to all the sponsors as well that provided prizing on the tournament. That's huge as well. Just to add to that random prizing, I like that for not just the cash prizing. It's pretty sweet having those products too. And yeah, so big thanks to everyone with that. I think Jesse's run out of light here. It's going to be fishing into the dark as it's some burbot time. I don't know do you have anything else before we close this thing out?
I'm ready. I got my headlamp. Yeah, just good luck to everybody. And thanks again, Logan, for the great weekend here this past weekend. And look forward to hearing that donkey sound on the Fish Donkey app. Or whatever the heck it is. I actually caught myself whistling it today. I was just kind of like muddling around in my tent, and I was like, well, how do I know that sound? And I was like, oh yeah, Fish Donkey. So
yeah, I didn't even know that sound existed for a while because I was always on silent.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look
Yeah.
forward to hearing that sound a couple more times before the tournament's over. And yeah, fish hard. And if anyone's got any questions about the tournament or any entries, stuff like that, make sure you're messaging us and reaching out. Be safe out there. As of right now, ice conditions are still fine for everywhere I've been. Diefenbaker, I mean, I'm not on Diefenbaker right now. There's like no snow. It's very slippery now. Bring your ice cleats. And yeah, no floodwater, no sketchy spots yet. Looks like it's going to stay cold for a little bit, so should have safe ice for a while yet.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add there. Maybe see some of you guys out on the ice this weekend. And yeah, I'll be at a couple lakes this weekend, so good chance of that. But thanks again for listening. Episode 112, the week 1 update. Big thanks over my shoulder here, 13 Fishing Canada, being the presenting sponsor of the Weekend Warriors Fishing Podcast. You can head over to the Rapala Canada website. Use the code Weekend Warriors. That's WKND Warriors. Save yourself 15% off everything at checkout. All the brands. Save yourself some money. Get some stuff for the rest of the tournament here. We'll be heading into spring before you know it. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.